ஓகே ஹலோ கைஸ், வெல்கம் டு ஸ்ப்ரைசன் பிளேஸ். நம்ம ரொம்ப நாள் கழிச்சு வந்திருக்கோம். ரொம்ப நாள் கழிச்சு வந்திருக்கோம் கேமு. ஓகே, நாங்கள் கமெண்ட் பார்க்குறதுக்கு செட் பண்ணியாச்சு. ஓகே, ஆரம்பிப்போமா? எஸ், இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ரைடனோட கொஸ்ட் பண்ணுவோம், கலந்தடிப்போம் அப்படின்னு. ஓகே, கமான். ஜாய்ஸ்டிக் காண முடியல. ஓகே, கரெக்டாக இருக்கால? ஓகே, நம்ம அந்த இது மட்டும் முடிச்சா நினைக்கிறேன். இது 180 இருக்கு, பரவாயில்ல. 180 இருக்கு. இது ஓப்பன் ஆயிடுச்சு டேப். ஏன் டேப் ஓப்பன் ஆச்சு? லைக் படம் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ஐயா,
Astra, thank you for Add Astra.
ஓகே, என்ன அடிக்கணும்? மோரோ அடிக்கணுமா இல்லை புக் அடிக்கணுமா? எவ்வளோ வேணும்? ஒன்று லெவல் 90 கொஞ்சம் தான் இருக்குமா? ஓகே, இன்னைக்கு இருக்கு. ஓகே, மெட்டீரியல் இல்லை, ஸோ புக்கு போவோம். எங்கடா புக்ஸே காணோம்? ஹாய் விஜய் ப்ரோ, வெல்கம் டு த ஸ்ட்ரீம். என்ன ப்ரோ, நாளைக்கு வந்துருமா கிராஃபிக்ஸ் கார்டு? ஏழு மாசம் ஆயிடுச்சாங்க. சீரியஸ்லி டைம் போறதே தெரியல. ஆப்ரோ எனக்கு ஜாய்ஸ்டிக் பிரச்சனையா இருக்கு. யாராச்சும் ஜாய்ஸ்டிக் ஸ்பான்சர் பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும்.
idea.
Learning this.
நார்மல் டேமேஜ் போயிடுச்சு.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Rain outlines your fate. Know my soul. Let me. Skyward, scatter. Skyward. Everybody stand back. Seize the sky.
டுமாரோவா சூப்பர் ப்ரோ. திரும்ப வந்துட்டேன்டா அப்படின்னு ப்ரோ எவ்வளோ பண்ணலாம் வச்சுப்போம்.
Watch this.
One with nature.
Fulfill our task. Let's light it up.
போடு 100K ஒரு அடியில் எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டானே.
Going in. You two. Time to end.
போச்சு.
The wind knows me.
மோர் பிசி கேமுக்கு வெயிட்டிங். என்ன ப்ரோ பிசி கேம் விளாட பேசி வரதுனால சொல்கிறீங்களா இல்லை என்ன சொல்கிறீங்களா? நான் வர கேம்ஸ் வாங்கி வச்சுருக்கேன் ப்ரோ. கண்டினியூஸாக ஸ்ட்ரீம் எப்போ ஆரம்பிச்சு இப்போ கண்டினியூஸாக வர முடியல, கொஞ்சம் பிரச்சனையாக இருக்குது. கண்டினியூஸாக வர ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டுனா வந்துடுவேன். கண்டினியூஸாக வந்துட்டேன்னா அவ்வளோதான். வாக்கிங் டெட் இருக்குது. வாக்கிங் டெட் கேம் வேறு வாங்கி வச்சிருக்கேன். என்ன சொன்னேன்டா அப்படின்னு அப்புறம் நானும் வாங்கி வச்சிருக்கேன் அப்படின்ற.
Time to go.
ஆனால் அவன் பக்கமே வரலையே, இதனால தான் வந்து நடிகிறியே. வராதப்ப.
All right, you assholes! Into the wind.
Show no mercy. Alright, let's finish this fast.
தப்பிச்சிச்சுடா.
One with nature.
Everybody stand, get to work.
Bye. routine பண்ணிட்டு வரேன் bro. Okay bro. ஜாலியாக போக வேண்டியதாடு.
Show no mercy.
Watch this.
Into the wind.
Let's light it up.
Let's do this then. Yes, you are.
One with nature.
என்னப்பா ஐயோ மோரா இல்லையா கதை முடிவிடுறா கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக விடு இதுவா பாரு இன்னொன்று துவைக்க போட்டிருக்கு தெரில
Come on, show me your
Get
courage.
to work.
Into the wind.
I'm going in.
That was quick.
You don't mind if I do. Let's do this then.
எத்தனை போகுது டேமேஜ் அதான் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு
One with nature.
இன்னும் ஒரு அட்டாக் பட்டா போதும் போலயே நான் சொன்னேன்
Let's hope you have a good fight.
Show no
Here
mercy.
comes another.
Fulfill our
Into the wind.
teamwork is dreamwork.
As one with wind and cloud.
Suffer the wrath of the... Let's finish this.
The wind knows.
ஓ முடிஞ்சா போச்சா அதான் 90 எவ்வளோ மொத்த அட்டாக் 2000 இந்த 2000 ஓ 2700 தான் அட்டாக் வந்திருக்கா அப்போ நம்ம இது யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது 3000 அட்டாக் போயிடுது ஓகே அம்மா கொடுறா அப்படியே ஓகே 2700 அட்டாக் வந்துச்சு அப்போ சூப்பர் ஓகே இந்த கன் போவோம் அதில் தான் கொஸ்டே இருக்கு கமெண்ட் லைக் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க 200 200 போட்ட வேண்டியதான். கிறிஸ்டல் ஃப்ளைஸ் இருக்கான்னு தெரியலையே. இருக்கும். நல்ல லெவல் இருக்கு.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
ஓ ஈவெண்ட் வந்திருக்கா? இந்த ஈவெண்ட் நம்ம விளையாடவே இல்லை அந்த அக்கௌண்ட்லையும். முடிஞ்சு 8 days. ஓகே ஆரம்பிக்கலாமா? எத்தனை புல்ல இருக்கும்? எத்தனை பெட்டி இருக்கும் சார் இதில்? ஓ 0. ஓ நோ ப்ரோ, நம்ம வெப்பனில் தான் போட்டோமோ லாஸ்ட் டைமு. மனசே ஆறலை அப்படின்னு. 15 பெட்டி வெப்பன் கிடச்சும் வேஸ்ட்டாக போச்சு. பரவாயில்ல, நம்ம கேரக்டர் எடுத்துப்போம்.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just...
Greetings. Thank you.
Ah, so they're friends of yours.
Well, but recently, we all understand if the Shogun need... Yep, that's the one.
What? So her will's changed? Oh yeah, you're right, which would also be...
Considering Liu, a lot of people now believe that the thunder...
Right, so...
Unfortunately, the Kujo clan is... Everyone knows that
To put it simply...
it's my lack of ability.
Don't blame yourself.
Yes, you're... Okay.
I suppose...
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh.
If you think about it, if things carry on like this, don't know for sure.
Sounds like you guys know it. You know, everyone...
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have... Let's take a trip.
Started. Kaminari. Grand Naru Kami. என்னடா இது? Look for Miko. Dorka.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as... Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun... Rumor has it that the thunders...
All right, since the battle...
What?
Her power was already on the defeat was a oh, the poor
You expect us to believe?
A seeks eternity. I don't know the detail. I have heard about the thunderstorm. I am the only one in all of But tell me, why should... Here is the passport.
Thanks, Miko.
My question was in jet. Oh, and don't...
ஓ நம்ம உள்ள போறதுக்கு கார்டு கொடுத்துருக்காப்பா.
The almighty Shogun has...
Oh, we've got a pass permit.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Guji I is only off... Wait. This is... Understood. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior...
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she'll...
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be
Wait, no, it's us! Oh, we made a mess.
denied. Use of force has been for... Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb. That is of no concern. This is my... This body had...
Paimon gets it, but why? She's got plenty...
I do as she wishes. I cannot. I am currently It has been for...
What should we do?
Ah, it's you. The Shogun can't do much.
உள்ள எடுத்துட்டாப்பா.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning...
No. Furthermore, I had even that's why the Shogun... For now...
Oh, Paimon...
The...
Huh?
I see.
You can fix...
It's just a minor error. Don't look at me like... Yes, that's...
It's fine, just as long as you...
Not but... There is no urgent...
If everyone see... And who knows...
You mean... Yes, you're right. All right, then. Oh,
What?
I have my ways.
Oh, great!
Tour guides?
Someone to show...
கமெண்ட் guys, லைக் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
Familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
ஏய் கூட ரைடன் வரா, ஷோகன் வரா, எதுவுமே பண்ண மாட்டேன்.
Hurry up, Brassa!
ஐயோ ரெடி.
Get back on track!
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. What?
It's... What is the almighty Shogun?
Isn't the Shogun sick?
This is.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu
Patrolling the streets is additionally.
So,
Why?
it was more the ordinary people that.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Solo boy man, no?
People seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
What's the Shogun doing here? What am I supposed to do in this situation?
Cutscene போறது பாரு.
Shogun,
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it.
I'm sorry, Shogun.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is...
Well, actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
a chance combination?
The almighty Shogun wants to try?
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very...
Huh? So it's selling slowly?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it...
I see. Well, that can be...
No, almighty Shogun.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk. Oh, I would no. No need. That would be needlessly indulgent. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoy. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of... She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself.
Hi, Bala bro.
Can you take
Welcome
me
to
there?
the stream.
Sure.
Welcome.
Let's go and have a look.
Yai Publishing House. Bam.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies.
She just wants.
The Almighty Shogun.
Yes, I'm just here to.
In principle.
VCயா
It'll be fine.
VC அது வர வர
Well, there are some winning it.
Okay. Huh. Take this one. Is it true that Hilly?
It's just a
Narrative device. So it's made up? Also, I'm barely.
Paimon's starting to how about we choose for you?
All right then. I have high hopes, though.
All right, leave it to us. This could be a pretty tough job.
ஸ்டோரி சொல்லணுமா?
What a strength! Someone like that could easily become. You do have. This is Paimon only skimmed through, but yeah, the plot is With a premise like this, Paimon thinks, well, if someone That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some. Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist
Hello.
refuses to acknowledge his innate talents.
Crocodile,
he has a rare
இது
dedication
சவுண்ட்
to
வருது ப்ரோ கொரகொர சவுண்ட்.
Where is he now?
தனுஷ் ப்ரோ
Does he
சவுண்ட்
have
சவுண்ட்
plans
வருது.
to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about
The antagonists?
அது என்ன சவுண்ட் அது இப்ப வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. உங்களுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வராது இப்ப ஏன் வருது இந்த மாதிரி?
So what do you think? Do you like the story?
What I
Already
take
different
from
better.
back when I decided in accordance with my. But the fact is that I disagree with you. But the truth.
And that's exactly sure it's not.
This is
Yes.
that's
Thank you for inviting me out. This may be an. I've seen a lot. And it's.
மைக் பட்சா ரைட்.
Take a photo.
It's okay. Running late again.
So.
We're taking a photo of you, basically.
Okay. So what I see. The more How should I pose? Help me out. This doesn't feel very. Okay.
Let's pick a good.
Tun sahur. Tralala tralala.
It's a wrap.
Wow. This is. But she doesn't seem to be able to move. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery
என்னது
in the
ரெயின்
background.
குஸ்டா புது அக்கவுண்ட்லயா?
I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special.
இது முடிச்சா என்னால சேசம் கோஸ் பண்ண
Hang
முடியும்.
on. I'm still.
Enter
So,
eco, ride a
the
Neo.
one in this. If it's not me.
ஈட்டோது இதெல்லாம் பண்ண முடியும்.
Okay, that's way above Paimon's
Electro
head.
eco ride a Neo.
அப்படினா
Right.
Of course.
எல்லாம்
I
நம்மளே
do.
உருவாக்க வேண்டியதுதான்.
Well, I'm still me. My exist. I
நம்மளே
am
ஒன்னு
me.
சொல்லணும்னா எலக்ட்ரோ ஈக்கோனா எலக்ட்ரோ ஆர்கான்னு சொல்லணும்.
Then,
ரைட் நியோனா ரைடோனா ரைட் நியோன்னு சொல்றேன்.
based on what I
Questona,
it would be
quest.
incorrect. Both the
புரிஞ்சு
visions-
போச்சு.
Perhaps.
Sounds to Paimon. And that
Bro, I
means-
got
Master
stuck in
Kamaji.
that brain rot event, bro.
Oh, that sounded like Ipe.
Ipe. Is that someone?
Yep. Let's find out what.
Bro is creating his own language.
நானே வந்து brain rot மாறிட்டேன். Bro became brain rot.
ஐயோ ஐயோ இது என்ன இது மூவ்மெண்ட் ஆக மாட்டேது ஃப்ரண்ட்டு.
அவன் அடிக்கவே இல்ல, அவன் சேர் அடிச்சான்.
Hey, Ipe! What's
Ah, it's you. Huh? You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji?
It's okay. I'm not here to see.
Yes. In fairness, he does, but for some reason...
Kujo
Bro, that's a நல்ல
That's
கேமா சொல்லு
right.
bro.
I have heard that.
Forgive us so much, but Kujo Clan's reputation... So...
surely they would.
Actually,
கேக்குதா bro?
the
Spryzen
meeting
bro.
places...
நீ
in-
கேட்டீங்க.
Tsukasa.
Yes,
உன்னதான்
yes,
நான்
that's what
கேக்குறேன்.
I've searched all
இது நல்ல
over the
கேம்
city.
சஜஸ்ட் பண்ணியா?
நல்ல கேம்,
Yeah,
ஸ்டோரி கேமா?
I thought of that possibility too. No.
ஏன் விளையாடி இருப்பீங்களே?
I'm not as smart.
முடிச்சிட்டேன் bro, டெத் ஸ்டாண்டிங். அதனால தான் bro கேட்டேன்.
This is only.
Thank you so much. Let me
Right,
mark
yeah.
out the look.
டெத் ஸ்டாண்டிங் ஓவர்.
சீக்கிரம் முடிகிற மாதிரி இருக்கு ரைடன் கோஸ்ட்.
ஏய் மூச்சு அடிச்சு செத்து போயிடுவான்டா.
Rev the engine!
Oh no bro, oh no bro.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountain. I feel some.
Huh?
We should proceed.
ரைடன் கொடுத்துட்டான். ஏய்
Let's get down to business.
Rise with the sun!
To the ferry.
Rolling you. This is a Tenryou Commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way. Illusion shattered.
Let's get down to business.
போட்டு அப்படிதான் மாசு.
Absurd. There is no escape.
Burn it down!
No, my sword!
See no more.
Justice is locked!
Ferry.
Rise with the sun!
Rain outlines your fate.
I'm a rock.
Illusion shattered.
Look at you, Foozle.
Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Witness the power of the world.
The ferry. It's my lucky day.
There is no escape.
To the ferry.
Shine down.
போட்டு மாசு.
It's my lucky day.
Now you shall perish.
100k.
Rise with the sun!
Rain outlines your fate.
The ferry. My lucky day.
There is no escape.
Pyroclastic surge!
Torn to oblivion.
down! Light it up! Ready engines!
Fairy.
வாங்கடா பக்கத்துல பக்கத்துல
Pew! I'm a rock!
Burn it down!
Diana special!
The antenna! Grant me strength! Light of the blazing sun!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Report.
It's Kujo Kaneki! But who's him?
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
Silence.
Come on guys, like பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா like போட்டு support பண்ணுங்க, subscribe பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா subscribe பண்ணி support பண்ணுங்க.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent...
All factuals...
I can't deny
Yes,
it.
buddy,
These
bro.
are...
Says who? Why, you two
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do... Why else would you push...
What are you talking about?
I believe...
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not...
You are quite
well...
Then the situation... The first Tenryou, if you want me to appoint... Do you not know... Here you are talking... Well, never mind. Does not a single...
I will challenge you all.
What?
Descendant of the...
I realize that. Even when I was... But that was as far as I accept the Kujo...
To be brutally honest...
Yes. But if nothing else, just as the Shogun, then please, this is my last...
This is patently... But I accept.
நம்ப மாட்டேன் ஷோகனா.
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
ஸ்ரீநகர்ல ஏதாவது குண்டு வச்சிருக்காங்க. ஆமா காஷ்மீர்லன்னு சொல்றான்பா. என்னாச்சுன்றாரு. போ 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 கிட்ட போ.
டேய் மொத்தம் தெரியுது போ. Come on guys, like பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா like போட்டு support பண்ணுங்க, subscribe பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா subscribe பண்ணி support பண்ணுங்க. அதுக்குள்ள 46 minutes ஆயிடுச்சா?
Okay.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsuka, you may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as—
Yes, of course. I apologize.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare—
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood.
People-
Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
டைலாக்கே பயங்கரமா இருக்கு.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There...
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun.
Oh, you think so? I do believe he was— The Kujo clan has— He has shown me how some things remain the same. I also have—
So what's next?
Not a chance. Still, the Shogun does— I have much to contemplate. I think I'll— As I said, but I've made up my mind. This is—
Absolutely. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again.
No need. There's no place. Also, please stop making— Okay. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you—
Okay, see you. Considering a lot of what happened, the only thing left to do—
Running late again.
Did you know? Well then, you'll have... How amusing. What a shame I didn't get to see it. It's fine. So, from what— That's the most...
Yeah.
To put it nicely, even... Anyway, next time you wish...
Hmm?
Because she is a god, but you don't...
Guitarista.
ஓகே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் முடிஞ்சிச்சு.
See that he stays safe.
ஆக்டர் 2 பண்ணுமா? ஐயோ இவரோடது பண்ணுமா? இவனோடது வேறு பண்ணுமே. சரி அவள் ஆஃப்லைனில் பண்ணுறோம். ரைட் அது பண்ண பண்ணுவோம். 8 ஆஃப்லைனில் முடிஞ்சா பண்ணுறோம். நம்ம லைக் பண்ணாமல் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாமல் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. கேத்ரின் கிட்ட பேசணுமா?
Ad Astra Abyssa. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has
The Traveler would be the...
I will spare the pleasantries then. Well, let me go over—
Rift Hounds?
Yes. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous good.
Is the Tenryou?
Yes. Their main priority is to the Adventurers Guild is one of the key. You have our deep. I will mark on your.
Relax.
Pode.
சும்மாதான் இருக்கேன் இப்போ. ஏன்பா?
பண்ணுங்க, லைக் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. நம்மளும் அந்த 645 தாண்டி இறங்கி வந்து இருக்கு, இறங்கி ஏறிட்டு இருக்கும். அதுவும் ஏறுது இறங்குது.
Your face. Headbutt! Look out below!
ஐயோ.
Let me leave you a verse. Wrath from the sky! Justice o'clock!
Oh. ஏய் என்னடா திரும்ப வந்தது?
Torn to oblivion.
Reward.
Shogun? Wait.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Committee.
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them.
I'm making early preparations for last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to. Since then.
Makes sense.
Might I remind you that I am recently. I considered this matter worthy of my. If the Shogun. Precisely. But Rift.
What does that?
Yes. Everything was the monsters. Their duty was to tear open a. That's an episode, but an excess.
Guess you can't.
Since we are both here, from the traces they've left in the surrounding.
Paimon feels so sick. Oh yeah. This color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
அட ஒரு கேட்டு போகுது. என்ஜாய் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்களோ? என்ஜாய்மெண்ட் கிடைச்சா நான் வந்துருக்கேன். நினைச்சேன்டா. நினைச்சேன் கீழே விழுவேனேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதே மாதிரி வந்துச்சு. இருங்க பாய்.
Burn it down.
Yeah.
Body in the headbutt. Kapow! Maximum power. Justice
Winter shall eventually come.
Eventually go. Oh.
Did that grow out of the ground?
Come on. Come on. Domain இருக்குது. அந்த domain lock பண்ணிட்டு போறோம். Parra.
We are lucky. The damage is...
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's... Huh? What's this? Could they be... What?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like...
What happened?
Who are you? Run quick, what? We will defend Inazuma. You beasts at every last... Not right now. The almighty Shogun, I don't know how long...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back. Please, we beg you. Only the glow...
Calm down.
Over. But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. There are no monsters. Nor is there anything else here that could threaten...
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, thank you. Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to...
If I am not the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, an entity formed purified filth quickly dissipates.
So the memory...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was just... Yes. The disaster in Inazuma. But my friend, I could tell that...
So...
Indeed. I never had the... But even then...
Hey...
Yes. All my martial might... But... When I traveled around moving forward, inevitably just think of that soldier. All those who sacrificed themselves as Inazuma's god. Warriors of the past, I will never...
He's taking all this pretty hard. Expected, there are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Oh.
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
எல்லாத்துக்குமே இப்போ பாய்சன்.
Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn. I must be prepared for—
Makes the roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant...
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of— Though blind,
Your Excellency, it sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, after all...
What should we do?
I see. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped, and now the Almighty Shogun is here. Imagine if this was something that even the people flee out. But me, the Almighty Shogun, just listening to one thing she... So you see...
Perhaps...
It won't be long, but I suppose it does. Once this catastrophe... Oh, goodness me. The Almighty Shogun. One moment, I'll just... Really? But it's always been right by my... I couldn't possibly have my guest...
Don't worry about it. Take a rest.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going...
This place is... Leave it to us.
But I can't decide whether it's a final
Where should we go to find a tea set?
Thunder.
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now. But at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much. And it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato?
Kamisato estate. இவங்க வந்து டீ கப் எடுத்து வச்சிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு.
It's the traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. Please step into the court.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal...
Well, it's not often we have...
Right.
I seldom had, so in the he may well have had the philosophy of life.
You and Makoto.
Indeed we did. In her eyes, they are similar. When you came charged now.
Wow.
Makoto saw an ambition. Makoto was more...
That's...
To put it simply, I didn't understand at the time.
Come on guys, like பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா
Yes,
சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி
but
சப்போர்ட்
in the
பண்ணுங்க.
last analysis,
Do you feel you're starting to understand?
you have already witnessed my... But now...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return.
Okay. நம்ம மூடிட்டு அங்க இருந்து டெலிபோர்ட் அன்லாக் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கலாம். பரவாயில்ல, இங்க ஒரு இதை அன்லாக் பண்ணோம். ஓகே, ஆல்ரெடி போயிட்டான் போல. ஆமா, ஆல்ரெடி போயிடுவான்.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set and...
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for...
So we didn't even have...
The information held in the... Well, I've watched Furu... The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the thing I've been reminded of back at the Yashiro, the events of 500...
She died in that...
Yes. She went to Konria alone. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or... perhaps... yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it, and yet its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred sakura's power, I was...
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. I once told but even the and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced...
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
ஒரு நிமிஷம் டெலிபோர்ட் நல்லா கொண்டு தரேன். திரும்ப அதுக்கப்புறம் இது வரது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக போயிடும். ஆமாம் கைஸ், லைக் போடாமல் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாமல் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க கைஸ். 645க்கு 2 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ் தான். போயிட்டே இருக்கு ரைட்டு.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey!
Fear not. There is no escape! Shine down!
அடே சாமடா.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Now you shall perish!
மயங்க போட்டுவான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். தப்பிச்சே நீ.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apology.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with them. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more.
Don't! It's too...
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more. This hope is the...
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Alright! Can't handle your drink!
You wanna stand down! Right? Full throttle! Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me! Time!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never...
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was true. The monsters will definitely come back. And when quickly, escort her.
When everyone sees...
Well, what are you...
We will stay here and guard against the monsters. We are brothers in arms.
Just leave it to... But the Almighty no matter what...
Oh, thank you all. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, you're... With you leading...
Glory to the
Glory to the Shogun!
தாராளமா தான் சொல்லுவா அட்டாக் பண்ணும்போது glories to the shogun.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the the result being that in the century you could take the... But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think... But what Inazu... Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was. Yes. As the ride...
Well said.
Change will come no matter how long. Now that we've dealt with... I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro...
Alrighty then. He looks calm. She seems to have... Huh? What's wrong, Ed? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Okay. Ada. Kaitu buat munnadi life full ಆಗಿಡು. Oh my god. இவ்வளோ மோசமா இருக்கு இதுல நிலைமை. இது நடி போறது எப்போ முடியல இல்ல
Running late again.
இது வேணுமா Okay.
Full throttle.
Level of birds.
We're finally here.
Kuduseya. Oh, seriously, yeah.
Where'd the gate come from?
This is a place.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is... Where are we
So, limons.
Whoa. This place... Look, it's another...
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within. But should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by... I'm here to show you my end. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait. Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
So she is puppet. The Shogun has her own consciousness. அப்ப அவதான் பப்பட்டா? என்ன குழப்பறீங்க? எனக்கு இது வரைக்குமே இது புரியல அப்படின்னு.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this. Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my... I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Ina.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting determination. Only rule. Those were my thoughts. Now, you wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
Report dialogue பயங்கரமா இருக்கு.
And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Raiden A or Raiden Shogun? Raiden Shogun தான் பப்பட்ட.
Even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Shine down! Pathetic! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! The eyes, sweet Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Your verdict is decided. Be gone! There is no escape! Insolent!
பாடி.
Thunder! Inazuma shines eternal!
புத்தாப்பா.
Your verdict is decided. Weak, pathetic. Illusions are but distractions. Now you shall perish. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will
திரும்புவோமா?
clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Inferior. Shine down. Weak. Inazuma shines eternal. I shall not fall here. Only emptiness away.
you finally defeated her?
Right.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is she was built to resist erosion. Her will...
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will... If I don't do this, the Shogun's... This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And 500 years ago, here in the present. It is about time. I understand that. I fight for... I vowed during my absence.
But this...
Pass on my words.
சுத்தம்.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, what if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her... Well, whatever, we can... Oh, but we... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice, don't fail Paimon now! Oh, you're right. Who knows if...
Okay, Miko தான் கூப்பிடணும்.
Someone's not in the best of moods. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile.
But you're always...
That was a figure of speech. Do you want...
Oh, yeah, something really big's happened. It's she...
Oh, okay, I see. So, impossible. You know as well as I do that she's all rushed into... So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to... Aha! You're learning, little one. All I know...
Because
Not just because of that. Anyway, we needn't worry. First things first. Now then, to the outside. In other words.
So,
Yes, no need to... Everything is This is precisely...
What?
Suit yourself. Oh. Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Oh, nothing. It just seems... By the way, remember to only a strong enough will can... Well then, the door's open. I'll stay outside and provide what's to be. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter.
போய் பெஸ்ட் அவளை கூட்டணும்டா அப்படின்னு.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
படிப்போம்.
Huh? You have returned. This is a duel to It is as if we have returned over countless battles. Had I made all and for your firm, you bring on now these two. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the ocean and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Illusion shattered. Purge all obstacles. Perish. This I believed you were incapable of. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry. I know your yet. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherit. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and this power is beyond. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when it was at once of him. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place... was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away, that it is you who must take the most important step.
That's in it.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred no matter what you
All of this is that eternity is
a place where time. Perhaps that is the and yet, that sense of disorder.
I don't. I know what you mean. Perhaps without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No, but I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the... Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when my first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help you two have my thanks.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all, you saw Makoto in there.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few, I have to say. This has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto. She even factored. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to...
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I...
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
Dream Sakura. Iden then like I know only can the dolphin like other than like all. Skarmachi, there is only question chandra. Cinda. Hey. Okay, nice. Come on, guys, let's go for 10 likes. 3 more likes.
have put in much work of late.
Oh, new area. Okay.
This realm with the sunlight.
ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம். Ten minutes. கமெண்ட் செலக்ட் பண்ணாம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா லைக் போட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, நம்ம இதுல கமிஷன் முடிச்சு காம்பஸ் இருக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணுவோம். நிறைய படிச்சிச்சு.
Rise with the sun. Rain outlines your headbutt. Hi. Boom. Heads up.
Okay.
Rev the engines. Ring cutter. Rev from the sky. Yeah, look out below. It's just 6 o'clock.
போடு அடி அந்த மாதிரி வந்துச்சு.
Running late again.
Try and stop me.
ஆட ஜாண்டிலன்ஸ் இருக்காதா இந்த அக்கௌண்ட்ல? அப்பாடி இருக்குடா. போர்ட்டபிள் delete பண்ணிட்டு
Rev the engines!
இல்ல அச்சோ எனக்கு அந்த பட்டன் சதி பண்ணுது இதெல்லாம் வேணுமா
Time to go.
இதுல என்ன ஸ்டோரி கொஸ்ட் இருக்கு நைடோடது இருக்கு நைடோடது ஒன்று பண்ணணும் அலத்தமோடது இருக்கு சின்னது இருக்கு இவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்கா ஸ்டோரி கொஸ்ட் இங்கே பொறுமையாக பண்ணுவோம் அதெல்லாம் வச்சிருக்கோம் வேணாம் சரி செப்பன் எடுப்போம் செப்பன் எடுக்க ட்ரை பண்ணுவோம் வெப்பன் தான் ஒன்றும் கரெக்டாக இருக்கும் மொரால் ஓகே இருக்கா ஓகே பார்க்கலாம் ஓகே கைஸ் இதை நான் ஸ்ட்ரீம் முடிச்சுக்கிறேன் நம்ம டுமாரோ பார்ப்போம் ஸ்ட்ரீமில் பை பை கைஸ் தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் வாட்சிங்